We've got ourselves a little bit of a super chat here. What are the chances the Bills bring back Diggs next season? Do you want to take this one first?
Diggs was absent first day of minicamp. What happened? I think that both the coach and Diggs agreed that he needed a day away. That, there were emotions running high. It would have been better to, have him attend to anything else he needed outside of the facility.
My take on it too is Stefon Diggs. He's a player that shows a ton of emotion, and that's what you get when you have a receiver that has a dog's mentality, and that's what Stefon Diggs has. That's when it starts to allow these rumors of, does he want to play for Dallas? Oh, here's the thing: the Bills cannot afford, number one, to trade him, so the Bills are not going to eat over $30 million in cap. They're not going to trade one of the more vital pieces to this offense, which people read into it a lot because it is the Bills. It's almost like the national media and other people just want to throw the Bills off their game before they even start down the path of a Lombardi Trophy run, right?
This is the Army where you shoot them a mile away. You got to get them close like this. Bada bing! Bada bing!
Yes, Bada Bing, Bada Boom is a usual segment that we have here in the sit down, and myself and Mafia Montage like to give you guys the good that we've seen in the world of sports, and it is nice to highlight some of the other sports. So, Montage, I'm going to start us off here. Last night, I watched the Yankees in a losing effort to the New York Mets. I believe it was IKF stole second base. It was a pass ball that then he advanced to third base, so basically steals second and third, and then steals home plate, something that I've never actually watched live in a baseball broadcast. So last night, I got to watch the New York Yankees and IKF steal second, third, and home base. Montage, what do you got that's got you saying bada bing, bada boom?
I'll say, congrats out to Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets for winning the NBA championship. Pretty good team out there in Denver, built good on the Nuggets, becoming their first time winning the championship, I think. So happy to see a guy like Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. Those are good. Glad to see those guys getting a championship. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bandits on their championship as well. I saw Sal posting some pictures with guys with their shirts off. So there's a baseball game going on downtown now. So downtown Buffalo, man, hopping right now. Great place to be in this.
Forget about it. If you disagree like a Lincoln is better than a Cadillac, forget about it.
The appearance.
What's got you saying forget about it in the world of sports this week?
Jack Eichel winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I think Jack Eichel is just, it's incredibly disappointing, right? Because I will say this about Jack Eichel. There were years that I was incredibly hyped to watch the young man play, and
Sauce God, how vital is Stefon Diggs to this?
he is the focal point of this passing attack, right? I understand that Josh Allen is the quarterback. And he is the franchise quarterback, and he's, in my opinion, top 3 quarterback, and he's not 3 or 2, right? Again, you have to have a guy that you can truly count on to pass the football to, that can go up and get it. He can get separation. He's got the speed to beat a defender as well, right? And who is that? It's Stefon Diggs. We stopped going to him as much as we were in the beginning of the season, right? Or maybe it's just the woes of the offense that existed, right? But Stefon Diggs is still, he is the focal point, right? It's pivotal to get him going. Stefon Diggs is a dog. He is a leader in this locker room. He is a winner. Got a champion's mindset, and that's exactly why that Stefon Diggs, it's not just because of the level of play that he brings to this squad as well and the statistics that he puts up. It's because of the overall mentality and sense of leadership that he has as a teammate. Defense make the adjustments basically to beat the best in the NFL, like the Kansas City Chiefs or the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah, it all comes down to the safeties back there. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde back again in tandem in the background, adding Taylor Rapp as a third safety that has incredible ability, starting caliber player here as our third safety, and then healthy off season, hopefully a healthy preseason as well, and then the return of Tre'Davious White. So those guys in that secondary, combined with Matt Milano's coverage ability, are going to be a problem, and that's the way. I don't think that's ever going to get old, man.
I just love seeing the guy get trucked, right? So, Montage, in all seriousness, right? And you can even give me a couple if you want, right? Because I want to know. I want you to get a little saucy per se, right? So, what player or players are the most overrated in the division of the AFC East?
I think that the opposing quarterbacks probably a little bit overrated, but I think Aaron Rodgers and Tua are both guys. Availability is the best ability, and Tua hasn't shown it. So until he shows the ability to stay on the field and lead his team for a full season or be there when it matters most, maybe the quarterback situation around the AFC East is very overrated. Since people are so sick of hearing about number 14, Stefon Diggs, the Mafia Montage Maniac of the Week this week is number 14, Stefon Diggs. By far, wide receiver one for me. I love the guy. Route running is great. Whatever happened at One Bills Drive, we have no idea. But you know what? This week's Mafia Montage Maniac of the Week goes out to Stefon Diggs. I can't wait to see him back on the field. And I think we're going to go out there and win that championship with Stefon Diggs on the field.
This is a message for the entire national media outlets like Colin Cowherd and anybody else that reads into the Stefon Diggs situation. Because let me tell you something, Montage. There ain't nothing to read into except for the fact that this Buffalo Bills squad is passionate and dedicated in preparation for a Lombardi Trophy run, right? Because that is the only thing that really matters. Josh Allen is ready to lead the way. Stefon Diggs is present in practice. I'll tell you what, Montage, the gang's all here. So the rest of the NFL better be prepared as this Buffalo Bills squad prepares themselves Lombardi Trophy to bring back to the city of Buffalo, New York. The best damn fan base of Bills Mafia. Mafia Montage. That's going to do it for me this week of Getting Saucy. I'm live on the Built-in Buffalo Network's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, presented by Duff's Famous Wings. And don't forget that Built-in Buffalo was in partnership with Western, Ticket IQ, Picasso's Pizza, and PLB Sports. And, of course, Underdog Fantasy is the proud partnership with the Buffalo Blitz, which is Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our guy here. My co-host, Mr. Mafia Montage, the president of the Built-in Buffalo Network at Lance Nelson BIB. And as always, I am your host, the Sauce God at Buffalo Sauce God across all social media platforms. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, God bless and go Bills.
Go Bills.